Mbah on the run as Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njoko orders Biafra Liberation Army to respond in Old Enugu. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 22nd of August 2024, and I have very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. Mbah on the run. As I'm speaking to you right now, they are shaking, they are quaking, because the Prime Minister of the BLGIE, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko, has not only debunked their propaganda, but also ordered the Biafra Liberation Army to do the needful moving forward in the defunct Enugu state. So without further ado, I want to take you first of all from their false propaganda, starting from the propaganda they released yesterday, and then I will show you the response of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Now, to confirm that it was all about propaganda, I'm going to show you two different publications. This first one you can see on your screen from Punch newspaper Nigeria. They claimed Mbah and his criminal gang claimed to have, what did they say? This is their headline: 27 kidnappers, IPOB members spied in Enugu state. Now, defunct Enugu state, of course. Now, if you go here, they said, a combined force of security agencies has neutralized at least 27 individuals suspected of being kidnappers and members of the Eastern Security Network, the security arm of the indigenous people of Biafra in Enugu state. Now, they said, this comes as Governor Mbah's administration has declared a crackdown on Biafra separatist groups and other criminal elements, right? According to a statement from the governor's media office on Wednesday, the individuals were spied in various locations across the state over the past 2 weeks during shootout with security operatives. Now, look at what they said here. The statement noted that some of those neutralized were loyal to Simon Ekpa, also known as Autopilot IPOB, based in Finland. Propaganda, right? Now, I want to show you something else, and I want you to pay attention, my people. Remember their title here. They said 27 kidnappers, IPOB members spied in Enugu state. This very propaganda was carried out yesterday, 21st of August 2024. Now, this is from Punch newspaper Nigeria, the Punch News. Now, when you go to another platform here, this is from, of course, The Nation, as you can see on your screen. They claimed the same yesterday that, look at it here, police spy over 30 suspected kidnappers in Enugu. 30. The other one said 25. This one said 27. And this one said 30. So, busted. And this is The Nation, another notable, zoo gutter media platform run by Fulani. Now, they said here, no fewer than 30 kidnappers, including members of the Biafra Autopilot, also known as Unknown Gunmen, a notorious breakaway faction of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, loyal to the Finland-based Simon Ekpa, which terrorized Enugu and its environs, had been gunned down in shootouts with security operatives at various locations across the state in the past 2 weeks, a police detective has disclosed. Now, this one said a police detective has done what? Disclosed. Why this one here from Punch Zugeria? Punch said that according to the statement from the governor's media office on Wednesday, according to the statement from the governor's media office on what? On Wednesday, which was just yesterday. And now, The Nation Mad people everywhere. The nation that claim to be, representing the zoological republic. That's why they are called the nation. They are representing Nigeria based on their name. Is the one telling you that they were over 30, more than, they say no fewer than 30 were gone down, isn't it? And now they said a police detective has declared. So which one are we following? Is it the one from Mbah or the one from police detective? Now, if you go down, you still see all the junk, all the nonsense they wrote here, which I don't have time to read, because the title has already said it all. They claim this one said over 30, the other one said over 27. The other one was specific. This one from Punch was specific, and it didn't say more than 27 or over 27. He said 27 kidnappers, IPOB members, died in Enugu State. So they were very, very specific, right? They said 27 kidnappers, which include the so-called IPOB members or Eastern Security Network, non-existent Eastern Security Network. Why this one is telling you no fewer than 30, so meaning that they are more than that. And they said they have been buying them for the past 2 weeks, whereas we did not see any video. Imagine zoo police who are seeking promotion on a regular basis with buying innocent civilians, innocent citizens. Zoo police will go and buy innocent citizen, place a gun on their body in order to be promoted, just for propaganda and for them to be promoted. They will say, we have, we have neutralized kidnappers, we have neutralized IPOB members, we have neutralized, criminals, just for them to be promoted. Only to be promoted, they buy innocent citizens. You believe that they have been buying a Biafra Liberation Army without showcasing it on media. Mad people everywhere. Now let's go and see what the Prime Minister has to say over this very latest development and of course propaganda coming from Mbah. The first reaction of the Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, from his official and of course verified X handle, this is what he said. Disregard this criminal in former Enugu State. There is nothing like ESN. If they have buyed innocent Biafrans for propaganda, we will retaliate heavily, and they feel the forces of Biafra in Enugu in few days, and they will feel the forces of Biafra in old Enugu State in few days. Did you get that? This is not a threat. This has absolutely nothing to do with a threat. This is reality. They will feel the forces of Biafra in the old Enugu State in coming days. Now, he continued. All the command of the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, and Biafra Navy in Bakassi are intact. All the command of Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, and Biafra Navy in Bakassi are all intact. And what on your name is? Now, none of our fighters are missing. But if this is true that innocent Biafrans have been slaughtered by the terrorist state in Enugu, we will hit you very, very hard in the coming days. Mbah on the run. Because when he hears this type of message from the Prime Minister, he knows that wahala don't enter. I know why blue propaganda. We're on our own, and you came with your propaganda. We are going to respond. Now, it is on record that even in former Abia State, the terrorist police are shooting each other, thinking they are shooting non-existence ESN. What we have is BLA, which means Biafra Liberation Army. Any day you announce you have bought Biafra Liberation Army, I will take you serious. For now, we will investigate and we will revenge if any innocent Biafran have been bought for this propaganda. If you have bought any innocent Biafran for you to carry out this very propaganda, the investigation is ongoing, and of course, if we find out that it really happened, then the reverse will be the case in the old Enugu State. Now he continued. In his second reaction, he said, "My attention has been drawn to a malicious report, Mobile Punch, claiming that 27 of Simon Ekpa boys were died in Old Enugu." He said, "Disregard these lies of a failed state. Disregard these lies of a failed state." Once you are hearing me, you must disregard that very useless propaganda carried out by the Zoo media and Peter Mbah. He continued, "This is false and lies. Not only that, it has exposed Nigeria terrorist state as a failed state and as country that have failed to uphold the human dignity. This has further demonstrated that Nigeria has failed to solve its political issues, and the people of Biafra have voted for the Biafra government, and the political criminals are running out of propaganda. The political criminals like Peter Mbah and co are running out of propaganda. In Abia State, the Nigeria terrorist police opened fire and started shooting each other, thinking they are all Biafra fighters. Simon Ekpa has no boys in Enugu. You have paid innocent Biafrans to prove a point to Abuja." Did you hear that? You have paid innocent Biafrans to prove a point in Abuja, to show Abuja, your masters in Abuja, that you are working. That's all. Any other thing is rubbish. That is their agenda. You see? Now he continued, "The Biafra Liberation Army command in Enugu, Old Enugu, are intact, and no personnel is missing nor died by your terrorists. We debunk these lies from the pit of hell. However, for carrying this propaganda against Biafra, and if indeed you have died 27 innocent Biafrans, the Biafra forces will speak in their own language against the terrorist forces in the Old Enugu to demonstrate that the Biafra government and Biafra forces remain in charge of the Old Enugu state." Wow. And then he also pasted the screenshot of that very malicious propaganda from the Punch newspaper, as you can see on the screen. So my people, I don't have anything to analyze. I don't have much to say. I want you to keep your fingers across. Let us see how it all pan out. Let us see how it will all end. And of course, it's going to end in praise and in the favor of the children of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Thank you, my people. To salo numozia and make it go viral.